And then it'll start to come right back at us tomorrow morning. Looks like it kicks in around daybreak. Look for a high of 32 tomorrow. But look at some of these snow totals that will be coming through. Most of us are in the range of 2 to 4 inches of snow coming through for you during the day for you tomorrow. It will wrap up by tomorrow evening and then get out of here. A few spots could see as much as 5 inches of snow. And in the next 7 days, well, we are going to see a dry, cold condition set up for us on Monday, Tuesday. We pretty much stay dry and cold for the rest of the week. But tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit of a doozy there. They say it was 33-year-old kid, former Nickelodeon child star in the early 2000s. Underwood was crossing Beacon Avenue when she was hit by the driver of a black Ford Explorer and then struck and dragged by another driver. Both drivers left the scene. And big news for Big Blue. John Harbaugh has a writing the Harbaugh era starts now. He is a Super Bowl championship coach who guided Baltimore to playoffs in 12 of his 18 seasons there. Harbaugh is now tasked with turning around the troubled franchise. And that is your news for now. Arthur Tria. We will see you for the news after the game. In the meantime, enjoy the second half of the San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks.
What's going on, guys? So we have a bit of a surprise change tonight. Brian's internet went out because of a fire near him. So we're switching things up, and I will be hosting tonight, and Brian will be hosting tomorrow. So tonight's issue break is with hot ice boxes. First time I think I've ever broken on a Saturday, maybe. Let me just get my side light up as well. We did not have a ton left over tonight, so we'll get started pretty quickly. Let me just refresh. Joe, what's going on? Actually, oh, good. We got Joe and Meb in here. The two of the people that I wanted to talk to. I'm actually thinking I may fly out to Arizona for the spring breakout games this year. So if you guys are around, I was wondering what games you might be interested in going to try and plan out what my first ever Arizona trip could look like. And anybody else who might be in the Arizona area for the spring breakout games the weekend of March 19th. We are open to having as big a hot ice group as possible for those games. We went with a few people to the Florida games last year. Looks like timing might not work out this year for the Florida stuff with some people. So I think we're gonna. I think I might come out to Arizona. What's going on, Don, Gavin, Joe, William, and Meb in the chat so far? All right. This is the rest of my. I guess I can't really technically call it a case because it was 10 boxes, but we're gonna be ripping 4 of the last 6 I have from the first box that I opened. Hollywood, what's going on? Ooh, William, we'd be happy to have you. I will. Yeah. Let's. I'll take a look tonight at what the games are, and if you guys have anything that you're interested in, I think I'm trying to remember which one I was looking at on Friday. I think I was actually looking at the D-backs one because I figured Meb, you might be interested in that, and I think they're playing Seattle, maybe, or maybe Seattle was just another game that I was interested in going. Darren, that would be awesome. D-backs it's D-backs Rockies. Well, lots of good prospects, lots of early draft picks on the Rockies. We won't have Ethan Holiday cards by then. Go see Alfredo Duno play some ball. Are the Reds out on the West Coast? I think you might be right, Meb. All right, let me just check and see You got directs to Phoenix, but you'll be at the World Baseball Classic semi games the weekend before, so it depends how. That's yeah. I I'm gonna. I think I might be able to do it. We have the direct flight from JFK across to Arizona, so I will coordinate based on what we talk about today in the Facebook group also. So for those of you guys who are not members of the Facebook group but might be interested in joining for some spring breakout games, they're really awesome. Like last year, I don't know if they do it the same everywhere, but when we went to the Mets versus Nationals game, all of the prospects came out and signed for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. Everybody just lined up. It was definitely a really cool experience. Got to get some really interesting or some really good autographs for some of my Mets prospects that I love. So the Facebook group link is in the chat. All the retirees from Cincy are there. All right, so let me just refresh to see if there's anything that is still not paid for. Then we'll choose our boxes, and then we will get ripping. All right, so we do have one order that hasn't been paid for. Titan Gray went for $22.50. If anybody's interested in Titan Gray for $20, I can make that available. I can put the PayPal Venmo up if anybody needs that. First person to reply in the chat can claim the Titan Gray spot. Meb, you got it? I don't know if I just spelled that right, but Meb, you got it for 20. And let me just cancel that on eBay, and then we will get going. All right, looks like that is good to go for you, Meb. And let's do it. So we have 6 boxes here to choose from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to choose 4 of those 6 boxes for this half case break tonight. Number 3, number 4. Bring on all of the Aaron Waltons for Ceastas. 1, 3 again, and 6. All right, so we're doing 1. We are not doing 2. It's going back in the box. On the side here. And then we are doing, let me just shift some stuff around up here to make space. We were not doing 2. Let's see. 3, 4, 1, 6. 1, 3, 3, 4, 6. So 5 is out. And those are our boxes for tonight. So let's see. This was 1. This was 4. This was 3. This was 6. We're going to start with 1, and we'll go 6 last. I actually went, I think, yeah, I was good. Darren, I was talking to earlier today with and Brian as well about the Northeast Card Show today. Got some fun autographs blast in the past from my fanhood as a kid. Got to meet Jason Isringhausen, Ray Ordonez, Jet Williams was at the show. Got a great story. Got a couple of these Mitch Voits signed. This is an Edgardo Alfonso passport card. Another Isringhausen, Johnny Franco. So fun Saturday for me. Got a Mitch Voigt story that I'll tell as we're ripping here. But let's get into box number 1. Man, and the Seahawks just keep beating up the 49ers. Hollywood, who are you chasing tonight? Yo, Chris. Chris, you're in tonight. Tate South the Scene, Marcus Phillips, and Zach Root. I feel like we've been hitting them pretty well so far. I think I've hit autographs of Root and South the Scene. Mason Neville for Hollywood. So I assume we all know the Mitch Voigt story about what he did in Michigan with the third baseline. If anybody's not aware of that story, he hit a triple against I don't remember who, but he slid into third base head first and then proceeded to sniff the third baseline as if it was a line of coke. So that was what he was famous for a while in college, and Buddy hit the slopes. Yeah. So I bought an inscription for the autograph. As you could see, he signed it "Let's Go Mets," but I decided to be a little cheeky and give him a choice of whether he would like to sign it "Let It Snow," since it was snowing today in New York, or "Let's Go Mets," and he agreed to sign it "Let It Snow." And then his agent looked at him and went, "Mitch, I think you should probably sign "Let's Go Mets." So he's won my heart forever for being willing to sign that up front. But it would have been wild. All right, starting the break off tonight with Chrome cards, we have Riley Quick, first rounder on the board first. Slade Caldwell, Brady Ebel, Adonis Guzman, Chinseng Ko, Dominic Reed, Rock Riggio, Gavin Killen, prize prospects on the insert, Michael Lombardi, and Max Clark in the first pack. Yeah, I mean, I figured I might as well give it a try, because if he was bold enough to sniff the third baseline in the first place, who knows? Maybe he was bold enough to sign that card and have it existing out there in the universe, and apparently he was. So if I ever run into him again when his agent's not around, we'll see if I can give that a try again. So far, all of my boxes, the autographs have been in either the second or third row. We'll see if that continues tonight. Cameron Miller, or Millar. Chrome, Connor Griffin, Riley Kelly, JJ Weatherholtz, Dean Moss, Josue Briseño, Malachi Witherspoon. We have an in-action Xavier Nyans, Franklin Arias refractor, and Casey Cunningham on the refractor for the D-backs, first round pick, 18th overall. We'll get that one in a top loader. Our first top load of the break. So I have a nice Let's Go Mets Mitch Voigt autograph. Let's see, what's the best hit you guys have seen so far out of any of your draft breaks? I know, Meb, you said you saw which super get pulled? Cade Crossland starts off this pack. Luke Dickerson, Nolan Sellers, not a first rounder. Brody Brecht, Jared Thomas, Brandon Compton, J.R. Ritchie, Kate Anderson on the draft night, Cody Bodine, and Yosuar de Jesus Gonzalez. So Bodine, another refractor for a first rounder. And all of these refractors seem to be getting one upside down. So that's interesting. Didn't see that in other ones. Think Seth Hernandez auto says Ceastas. It was the best one you've seen. Willett's number to 50. Whoa. Let's see, you've been full case break and couldn't get a Cade Cunningham refractor. Jeez. Marino to 99. Was that the one that wasn't the one that Brian pulled, right? I know Brian pulled Marino. It wasn't an auto, though, I don't think. Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, Cooper Fleming, Jefferson Rojas, Sean Gamble, Luke LaCourse, and there's Willits, JoJo Parker Axis, Cameron Nelson, and that's two Case and Cunningham refractors in one box. That's interesting. Interesting collation there by Topps. Nice start for the Case and Cunningham spot. Man, the Seahawks are about to blow this game out. They might end up benching their players at some point if they keep this up. Ooh, you saw Ladise Gold Ink. Man, I want to pull a Gold Ink. They look really cool. I want to see one of them in person. Joe says bought 2 boxes and got a JoJo Parker auto refractor at $4.99. That's a good way to do it. Brian pulled the Marino you saw. Let's see. I've seen a few reds pulled. Red Cade Anderson auto. That's huge. Gavin too says he still has the chat Kurt's ping pong ball auto earlier in this. Did I miss that, Gavin? You still have the ping pong ball. Any idea what you're planning on doing with that? I honestly I'd say like every month I check to see if there's any sales on those because I'm so curious once they start going on the market what they're gonna sell for. It looks like we have a titanium, Cody Bowker, first titanium I've pulled out of my first 3 breaks. Jamie Arnold, first rounder, Kristen Fouch, Liam Doyle, another first round pitcher, Peter Cuso, Cody Bowker, Leo DeVries, Jake Monroe. We have a sky blue Tim Piaston, chrome sky blue there, Travis Bazzana, and Mason Morris refractors. Bunch to top load from that one. Let's see what else am I missing in the messages right now. Was there an auto in the first stack? No, Chris, I haven't had any autos in the first stack. I think this is probably going to be the first auto card based on the rest of the boxes that I've had so far. Let's see. There is something Blue Wave coming up potentially in that spot. If we start with a Blue Wave auto, that would be pretty nice. It is a Blue Wave auto, and it is Cameron Millar. So we got a color match for the KC third rounder, 97th overall, 68 of 150 there for our first autograph. There's your guy, Zach Root behind him, JD Dix, Matthew Miura, Ben Jacobs, Caleb Lays, Gage Wood, Grant Richardson, Jesus Madej Prize Prospects, Pico Cohn, and what? The third Kason Cunningham refractor in a single box. That's a first. What an interesting collation. Tops. 3 refractors of the same guy. Luckily, it's somebody that we don't mind chasing. And our first autograph, a Blue Wave. We'll take that. Let's see. Gold ink looks great in pictures so far. Sean Gamble gold ink would be nice tonight for you, William. Let's see. The gold inks are kind of bust. The ink was smeared and there was ink on the back of a card. That would, I mean, would they be able to replace it in that case? Or Chris, you think they would hold extras of those, or you think they would try and replace it with something else if somebody were to send one in? We have an in-action green. That's a first for me, and a speckle behind that. So we could have a low-numbered card for a nice prospect, and it's my Met, Carson Benj. See if he's in the major leagues this year. Green, number 31 of 99. Congratulations for the bench spot. AJ Russell on the speckle, non-numbered. Marcus Phillips, first rounder for the Red Sox. Sammy Stafora, Dominic Fritton, Travis Sikora, Charles Duvallin, Tommy White, Nick Becker, JoJo Parker on the prize prospects, Kyson Witherspoon, and Josiah Hartshorn getting 2 first refractors in that pack and 2 color hits. 1 first, 1 big time Met prospect in an insert. Nice. This year we don't have to worry about the little hanger being damaged at the top of these in-action cards when we're hitting low numbered refractors. Let's put that one up in the display to start us off. Let's see. Oh man, I feel like I'm about to miss messages off the top of the list. being transferred when the player shipped it back. Oof, that's not great. Let's see, a Sadahara O redemption. I would love that. Wish I had an idea on how to price the Kurtz. Yeah, man. As soon as I see one, I will. I'll post it in the group. I am super curious. I don't know if you caught my top 50 hits of last year, but I had that Kurtz as my number one hit of the year. So congratulations on pulling our biggest pull of the year. JD Dix on the X Fractor, Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey, Tyler Bremner, Michael Salina, Hagen Smith, Tanner Franklin, Blake Mitchell, Zaire Hope, Connor Essenberg, and Steele Hall on the refractor. You guys think Steele Hall can develop power, or is he going to be a speed and field first guy? Let's see. Bowman Coalition is always fun. Dylan Fine is a myth. Dylan Fine is the Texas one, the Texas prospect, right? There's a couple Dylans. Oh, man, this game is over in Seattle. Let's see, 2 more autos to come in this last stack. First one, base auto of Matthew Fisher. 2 pitcher autos on the board so far. Phillies 7th rounder, 221st overall. Max Williams, Andrew Salas, Anthony Ianson, Elian Pena, Theo Gielan, Dean Livingston, Teron Lorenzo, more Case and Cunningham in the Axis insert, Aaron Watson on the refractor, and Eduardo Tait. And we got some sirens going on for the first time in the break. The only thing you could say for sure is that they would at least replace it with like value cards. So should at least get something nice back if they can't directly replace the gold ink. I believe that was what we were referring to there. I still haven't got. They said that my replacement for the Vladdy Guerrero that had the ink stains all over it shipped earlier this week. I still haven't got any information on what they shipped or seen a tracking update. So we'll see. We'll see when that one gets here. Johnny Slewinski, Cooper Pratt, Jacob Morrison, Dante Nori, Griffin Hugas, Bryce Cunningham, Landon Hoge. There's Mitch Voigt on the prize prospects insert. Seth Hernandez getting a refractor and CJ Gray. So Seth on the board. JoJo ink has been tough to see so far. Do we know if anybody's short printed this year in terms of autographs? Let's see. This might be a second base autograph after we started with the Blue Wave. And it is Ike Irish. That is our second Ike Irish autograph pull out of our first 3 breaks here. Ike Irish base, Briggs McKenzie, Josh Kuroda Grauer, AJ Russell, James Tibbs, Rainiel Rodriguez, Joshua Flores, Johnny Farmello, more Case and Cunningham hits, Jordan Yost first round refractor, and Ryan Mitchell refractor. Yost, Detroit's 24th overall pick in the first round. And Ike Irish getting a base auto for the 19th overall pick. One of the 2 catchers the Orioles drafted this year in the first round. And we have our first paper color hit, and it's Mason Peters Sky Blue, numbered 271 of 499. There's our first Mitch Voigt Chrome, Tommy Troy, Patrick Forbes, Gavin Turley, Mason McConaughey, Arjun Amala, Quentin Young, Jesus Medei Axis, Gabe Davis, and Caleb Bowman Refractors. Finishing off box number 1. Not a terrible first box. Nice Ike Irish auto. Sky Blue Wave auto of Cameron Millar. Let's see if we can improve from there. And we move on to who picked the second box. This is going to be box number 3. So this is Chris. This is your box. Williams was the first one, and you picked. Well, it was the one that you picked, William. So good choosing for yourself. Let's see, what else did I miss in the chat? Let's see. And O non-ink. You saw a Sadahara O non-ink. That's interesting. I have not seen any of the retro refractors in mine yet. Trey Turner. What was the Trey Turner reference, Hollywood? Steel Hall is Brett Gardner-ish. You would hope that he can add a little more pop than Brett Gardner. Ike Irish averages 3 autos per case. Yeah, we've been doing about that. Let's see, man. There must be boxes full of just all Cleveland's picks. Dean, Curley, Watson, Schubert. Yeah, we have not seen many of them yet tonight. Meb says hobby jumbos this year more loaded than the supers. And Delight is trash. I have still never opened a Breakers Delight box. I opened an HTA recently in the Facebook group, which was not all that kind to us. But that was technically released before I think the Breakers Delight. We have a snack pack. Snack pack live in the break tonight. Do we go right to the snack pack or do we save it till the end of the box? Good picking, Chris. Chris picked us a snack pack box. It looks like everybody wants to rip it immediately. Oh, Trey Turner as a steel comp? That would be good. Man, it's heavy. It's 4 cards. Let's hope the fact that it feels like 4 heavy cards means that there's some autos in here. Chris, you made it happen. This is your box. All right, guys, good luck. Let's see the snack pack. And we start off with Kane Kepley on the sunflower seed. Behind that, another first. Cameron Maldonado gets the peanut. Behind that, the popcorn is Dean Curley. Looks like maybe no autos. Oh, nope, we're going to get an auto. First, oh boy. How about that? Chris, somebody is going to really appreciate you picking that box. Seth Hernandez, number 3 of 5, bubblegum auto. Does he put the number 22 on all of his autos? I don't remember seeing that I could, from what I can remember on his autos. That might be exclusive to the low numbered one, but the number 6 overall pick, getting a number 3 of 5 bubblegum auto. Congrats, whoever picked the Seth Hernandez spot tonight. That, I don't know if that's going to rival the Ben Rice Superfractor that we pulled out of Topps Chrome a couple weeks ago, but that is definitely going to be up there with possible hits of the year. Every time Gavin joins a break, we hit a monster. Gavin, we're gonna have to invite you back. Kepley getting the sunflower, Maldonado getting the peanut, and Dean Curley with the popcorn. Brian loves his Curly Martha. I told him he needs to start collecting Dean Curleys. Tonight would have been the night for it. That is awesome. So we have We have a headliner of the break tonight. That's the biggest card you've seen ripped, says Hollywood from Draft 25. Yeah, I mean, from the way that he's being hyped, certainly seems like he could be in a pretty incredible rotation with Scenes and Bubba Chandler and Jared Jones probably a few years from now. High school kid. So I imagine he's going to spend a few years in the minor leagues before we get a chance to see him at the major league level. And Chris getting his guy Zach Root to start off the Chromes in this box. JD Dix, Marcus Phillips, a lot of the same players. Matthew Miura to start. Kate Anderson, Sean Youngerman, Cade Obermuller. There's some different names. JJ Weatherholt on the Axis, Piaston, and Eduardo Quintero on the refractors. So it was about 5 minutes after the sirens went by. So I don't think we can attribute that hit to the sirens, but let's see. Spot went for 120 and paid off big time for sure. Darren, did you have Curly? Lake County, is that their single A team? Or is that their minor league facility? Or not minor league facility, I mean spring training facility. Congrats, Darren, getting the Dean Curly. That's high A. Do you think he'll make it to high A this year? I feel like they might not rush him being the high school arm, although I guess no, Paul Skeens was LSU, so he had plenty of college experience. Jamie Arnold's, Christian Fouch. They certainly babied Bubba Chandler, although Bubba Chandler was not a full-time pitcher when he got drafted, so he probably needed a little extra time for development. Liam Doyle, Peter Cuso, Bryce Cunningham, Landon Hodge, Rainiel Rodriguez, Liam Doyle, prize prospects, Nate Snead, and Steele Hall refractors. 2 on the board for Steele on the refractors. You think he'll start there? All right. Then they may push him through the organization a little quicker than I expected. I mean, he was unbelievable in high school, so he certainly earned the right to be pushed along a little quicker. Oh, you're talking Curly? Gotcha. I see what you're saying now. We have Cade Crossland starting off this pack. Luke Dickerson, Nolan Sailors, Brody Brecht, Chase Shores. We've had a Sailor and a Shores family member in our breaks. We've had a Miguel Sims family member, his uncle, in one of our breaks. Talked to him after the break because we pulled him a green auto, Cam Caminiti. Michael Olivito. Behind the Michael Olivito is a Gavin Fine. There he exists, finally, in the in-action insert. Carlos Legrande and Caleb Bonemer refractors. Michael Olivito's spot was taken tonight by somebody who grew up in the same hometown as me. So if you are in the break, I'm born and raised in Smithtown as well. In the NFL, a rebuild can be done in 2 years. These teams that suck every year are lost. The Giants. We'll see what Harbaugh can do. All right, we have Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, Cooper Fleming, Jefferson Rojas, Yosua Lugo. There's Gavin Fine, 2 of them on the board. Matt Barr. There is Voigt on the draft night card. That's pretty cool. Billy Carlson on the refractor and Murph Gray. Let me get some more penny sleeves out. Sam Darnold is evidence that the Jets should totally restructure. Yeah. The Jets and the Giants just can't seem to ever get things right. Geno Smith, I guess we could probably say the same thing about, and Daniel Jones. They'll be in the playoffs in 28. I mean, they did look like they could have won a bunch more games than they did this year. So we'll see if a much better coach can come in and improve them to playoff contenders in if the Eagles don't improve next year, what might not be the strongest ever NFC East. Still no autos in this one. Sky blue chrome and a speckle of Josh Kuroda Grauer. Max Williams, Andrew Salas, Anthony Ianson, Elian Pena, Joshua Flores, Johnny Farmello, Mason McConaughey, Carlos Lagrange on the sky blue chrome, Ryan Sloan, and CJ Gray refractors. I do think the Jackson Dart could be a successful NFL quarterback based off of what he did this year. And they'll get that last place team schedule. Yep. Let's see. 49ers. That one, Jackson Dart's the real deal. Hopping off. William, thanks for joining. Hopefully we can get something nice for you to catch in the recap later on. Patriots look good for the next 5 years. I think so too. And I hate that too because I'm a Dolphins fan. Our first autograph in box number 2 is going to be another base. And it is Connor Essenberg with the super lazy auto. Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey. So every box, the autos have been in the same packs. Tyler Bremner. Curious to see once we move to a different case if that's going to stay consistent. Michael Salina, Charlie Condon, Mason Neville, Yolfran Castillo, JJ Weatherholt Prize Prospects, Ike Irish, and Trevor Cohen refractors. So the nice night continues for Ike Irish. And Bremner gets his second chrome hit on the board. Bunch of pitchers with a couple of hits on the board now. Seth Hernandez, the biggest hit of them all, though. Be pretty tough to beat that tonight. Wait, Bo Nix got hurt tonight? We have a blue coming up, which I would not expect that to be in the auto spot, but let's see. We have an... Ooh, there's our first nice Eli Willits hit of the release. That is a refractor numbered 98 of 250 on the draft night. And the blue refractor behind that is Connor Griffin. Couple of big-time prospects with back-to-back hits there. Johnny Slawinski, Cooper Pratt, Jacob Morrison, Dante Nori, Caden Kent, Johnny Lavelle. There's our first Titan Gray for Meb. George Lombard Jr., prize prospects, Cameron Maldonado, and Carson Bench. We pulled this Carson Bench card, or at least a Carson Bench card that looked like that last break, but it was numbered to 35, the non-logo logo fractor. And Willits getting our first numbered Willits card of the release. Hopefully many, many more to come. And we'll get that Connor Griffin up on a stand as well. I have to imagine any Connor Griffin card is gonna sell pretty well with how incredible he has been playing as a prospect since getting drafted. He broke his ankle? Whoa. Wait, when did that happen? On the second to last play. That was the was that the pass interference? Is that why they just downed the ball to the middle of the field and kicked the field goal? We have double refractors here. What do we have? Oh, geez, it's another. Speaking of the non-logo fractors, we have hit 3 of these already. Number 29 of 35, Chinseng Ko. Jefferson Rojas, X-Fractor. I'm glad to see him back in the product. We haven't really talked much about him yet. Ben Jacobs, Sammy Stafora, Dominic Fritan, Travis Sikora, Jacob Reimer, Landon Harmon, Jesus Madej, Quentin Young, Axis, Dax Kilby getting on the board with a refractor, and JD Thompson. So first Dax Kilby hit is a refractor. We'll top load that one. And we'll top load our regular looking number to 35 Chinseng Ko and our non-numbered X-Fractor of Jefferson Rojas. And I need to open up some more top loaders. Griffin got married today, and you can confirm Slade Caldwell was in attendance. That's fun. Did they go to college together? No. Connor Griffin was a high school draft, I think. Right? Griffin's super young. Yeah, 06. Wow, 20 years old. Ooh, 2 days after my birthday. Two days and 18 years after my birthday. And he's one of the top 5 prospects. Both high schoolers. That's your co for you, Don. It's numbered to 35. It just looks like a refractor, but it's still numbered to 35. Curious to see how those sell once they. I haven't checked eBay yet to see. We have another base in what is probably the auto spot. So 2 base autos to start. This one, Cooper Fleming. There's a Cameron Millar, Connor Griffin back on the board in chrome, Riley Kelly, JJ Weatherholt, Arjun Namala, Quentin Young back on the board, Jackson Wiggins, Kevin McGonigal Axis, Colin Yeamans with my favorite portrait of the year on a card, Ryan Mitchell refractor. I was looking at some of the cards that I was shipping from last break and realized that Justin Bohr bought some spots in that break, or a spot in that break. And then I looked to see, and apparently Justin Bohr is now working in the minor league system for the Brewers. And it was a Brewers prospect that was purchased. So interesting that Justin Bohr is a collector and collecting some of the guys that are in his org. Let's get a top loader on the Cooper Fleming, and then one more auto to chase from this one. 2 base autos so far. Let's hope they didn't do us dirty. Although I guess you can't really say they did us dirty with this box, giving us a snack pack. We have a blue paper coming up here. And that is Enrique Bradfield Jr. Numbered 15 of 150, Briggs McKenzie, Josh Kuroda-Grauer, AJ Russell, James Tibbs, Justin Lampkin, Yandel Ricardo, Nate Snead, Brady Ebel. On the prize prospects, there's Ryan Waldschmidt, speaking of, and there's the other Curly in this product, Brian Curly, double Curly product. See, Jesus Madej might be in the bigs next year. I could see that. I would not be too surprised if that happened. Pena and Madej, another crazy talented Milwaukee prospect duo there. They have certainly developed quite a few. You're 0 for 2K in Bowman this year. Oh boy. Who are we chasing for you, Vulcan? Should have the last auto in the box here. We do have the extra with the Seth Hernandez, and they did give us triple base after the snack pack started us off. And the last one is Chase Shores. Hopefully we have Chase Shores, family member, in the break again tonight. There's another Mitch Voigt, Tommy Troy, Patrick Forbes, Gavin Turley, Ryan Sloan. Colin Yeaman. Carlos Legrande. There's the Eli Willits base version of the refractor we pulled in this box. Kane Kepley and J.V. Middleton. Kepley starting and ending this one strongly with the snack pack hit. And now the refractor. In this, Gage Wood and Sadahara O. We have a green paper coming. So 2 color papers, which I haven't seen at all yet. This one's Ben Jacobs, numbered 86 of 99. Looks like the serial number is almost off the corner, but the centering on the card looks fine. That's interesting. Xavier Nyans on the board for the first time. Caleb Wing. There's our first JoJo Parker. Aiden West. Billy Carlson base chrome for the first time. Tim Piacenton. Ike Irish. Wow, a lot of first rounders in this pack. Billy Carlson, Axis, and refractors of Shitara Mori and Braden Montgomery. So some nice hits to finish the box off after we had some nice hits to start the box off. And we can thank Chris for giving us that box. It certainly delivered well. Top load that and our Xavier Nyans. And then we're going to head to box number 3 of the night, which was box number 4 in the stack at the beginning. And this one's Gavin's box. Still a slow one for you, Chris. You had Tate. Let's see. Can't remember who else it was besides Tate. Oh, Root and somebody else. Blez pulled a Sadahara O the other night. Was it numbered? Let's see. Gavin Fine, been a tough hit. Oh, wow. Is that 41-6? Whew. I have not watched a lot of Seahawks games this year. They're pretty good. I didn't know that they had the offense to put something together like this. I know the 49ers defense isn't all that great this year, but wow. And Sam Darnold got hurt in practice this week. He seems fine. So back to the Bo Nix conversation. Who is their backup quarterback in Denver? To 50. They pulled a refractor, but it's still 400 to 500. Everyone watching is getting nothing. Got to get out of the chat then. Let's see. Yeah, Chris has been pretty cold for a full release plus. Let's see some more Quentin Young for Brandon. All right, starting off box number 3. Let's see if we can get a different collation here. There's J.D. Thompson, Alfredo Duno, J.B. Middleton, Shitara Mori. With all the Sadahara O talk, I keep wanting to say Sadahara when I see Shitara Mori's name there, starting with the S. George Lombard Jr., Nolan Schubert, Cash Mayfield. So we are getting a new collation here. Luis Pena prize prospects, Jake Monroe and JT Quinn refractors. Yep, and the Seth Hernandez guy has been quiet all night. And he gets a bubblegum number 2/5 auto. During Little League, who is the former Met that was my jersey number? During Little League? Oh, that I used to wear? Joe McEwing, 47. I think that is the question that you were asking. Max Williams back on the board for the 3rd time. Salas, same thing. Anthony Ianson. There we got some sirens in the back. Elian Pena, Michael Lombardi, Travis Bazzana, Aaron Watson, Oh, nope. Liam Doyle in action. Teran Lorenzo and Alfredo Duno refractors. Schubert is going to be the next Schwarber. I feel like we said something like that about Ivan Melendez, and he is since. Meb, have you heard anything out of Ivan Melendez since his product release? Cameron Millar, Connor Griffin back on the board, Riley Kelly, JJ Weatherholt, Franklin Arias, Caden Bodine back on the board, Cameron Nelson, Jamie Arnold's draft night, Dean Moss, and JB Middleton refractors. Schubert will be a 200 hitter and strike out a lot. Actually, I guess Schwarber hasn't been striking out that much lately. This season, his walk rate was way up. But the dude hits tape measure bombs. And you're saying Schubert does as well? He's in AAA and survived the Rule 5. You think he'll debut this year? Okay, so maybe it's not a bad comp. Let's see. We have a backwards Brody Brecht paper, or not paper, chrome. Interesting. Cade Crossland back on the board. So we are seeing some of the same names. Luke Dickerson, Nolan Salers, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg. There's Seth Hernandez back on the board in chrome. I actually think that's his first time in chrome. Steel Hall Axis, Josue Briseño, and Shitaro Mori. Mori getting his second refractor in this box. Here we go again with that. Schubert just got picked, and he's going to start in Lake County High A. I think Waldschmidt will debut. Let's see. We have a purple coming up here in chrome, and it is Meb. That was convenient timing. Ryan Waldschmidt, 21 of 250 on the purple refractor. Yeah, only not many guys hit 300, but hoping that Bichette will do it for us this year. Riley Quick, Slade Caldwell, Brady Ebel, Adonis Guzman, Gustavo Melendez, Malcolm Moore, Kyle Lodis, or Lodice, I think somebody said it was, Cameron Maldonado, Sky Blue, Theo Gielan, and Walker Yannick refractors. Nice. I always want to call the purple a color match with the D-backs because I feel like at some point they had some more purple in their jersey. They don't really have it anymore, but the sort of color match for the D-backs. Brady Ebel, 32nd overall pick there. Was that a supplemental for Rookie of the Year? No, Churio wasn't Rookie of the Year because Skeens took it. I think Bo is a career 280 hitter, so down. No, I think Bo is a career like 290 something hitter. I looked it up the other day. I think it was something in the 290s. We have a refractor auto of Max Williams. Max Williams to 499, 104 of 499. I don't know if Bobby has him tonight, but I know Bobby's been collecting some Max Williams cards. Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, Cooper Fleming, Jefferson Rojas, Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Eli Willits, Prize Prospects, Malachi Witherspoon, and Riley Quick refractors. Another first round refractor there, getting the Riley Quick. And Max Williams on the board. Let's see. You also have Petrie. Like it matters. We're gonna get you something. I feel it in the last box. Let's see. It's their City Connect colors. The purple on the D-backs. Ooh, what is this? It looks like we might have a spotlight coming up here. That would be my first one of those in this product. And it is Bremner. I'm assuming that's Bremner at least. He appears to be a pitcher, and he appears to be an angel. And we have behind that, is that Ty Harvey? Yep, Ty Harvey on the serial number 1 of 150. Blue, true blue there. Yep, that is a Bremner SP Spotlight. So nice hit there and a nice hit here. Man, if that just had ink on it, that would have been my first auto card. So close. Wow. Can I just shut this Seattle game off in the background? A third Zach Root for Chris. Now let's get him something bigger. J.D. Dix, Marcus Phillips, Matthew Miura. Wow, seeing these guys a lot tonight. Josh Hammonds, Matthew Fisher, Ethan Petrie. There we go. Petrie on the board. Shitaro Mori on the prize prospects. Jared Thomas. And there's Slade Caldwell again. No, Slade Caldwell in back-to-back packs, but a refractor and a base. It was Waldschmidt that was the purple. And that is a very nice Bremner. We'll take down, let's see, I'm going to move the Connor Griffin to the side. We're going to take the Millar off. We keep the Connor Griffin up there. And the Ty Harvey. One of my best friends growing up was named Tyler Harvey. So every time I say that, I get confused for a second. One Walton. Let's hope we can switch this collation up. It's been nice to hit some nice prospects over and over, but love to share the wealth even more. Still 2 more autos to go on this one and 3 more in the next. So let's see if we could not let you skunk. Seastes. Matthew Miura on the X-Fractor. Ethan Conrad. There's Ty Harvey again. Bremner again. Michael Salina. Nate George. Joseph Zerwa. Or what did we say it was, Darren? It's not Zerwa, right? The A is pronounced slightly differently. Tyson Lewis, Eli Willits, Axis, Brandon Compton, and Bradley Ebel refractors, or Brady Ebel refractor. Let's see what's the Mets infield look like. Simeon gonna play first base. I think Polanco's actually gonna play first base. It sounds like. Simeon probably at second, Bichette at third, and then of course Lindor at short. And it sounds like, I don't know, I don't get putting a second baseman at third when I think that Brett Beatty is probably a Gold Glover. And we have Green in what I think is going to be the auto spot. Nope. Oh God, it's not, but it's a base auto behind that. Aiden West numbered 27 of 99, true green, and behind that, Nolan Schubart. Finally, somebody we're bringing up in the chat getting some ink. Schubart base auto. Jamie Arnold, Christian Fauch, Liam Doyle, all on the board again. Peter Cuso, Mike Sirota, Dean Curley, Kevin McGonigal, Yoswar Gonzalez, Dean Livingston, and J.D. Thompson. So a couple of nice hits there. Oops, and I got to top load the Matthew Miura X-Fractor. Sam Darnold. Could he be the worst quarterback since oh man, why am I blanking? Who was the was it Flacco that won as the Ravens quarterback? Nice. Schubert. We got the Sirens. Dilfer. Was it Dilfer? Wait, Dilfer was he the Ravens quarterback when they won? All right, I'm going right to this auto pack. Let's get some color to go with the Sirens here. Another base. This is crazy. Are we 6 straight base autos now in these hobby boxes? And a double Max Williams. Oh, no, we did hit the refractor Max Williams. So $4.99 and 2 bases and 2 Max Williams. So we have a Max Williams box. Ben Jacobs, Sammy Stafora, Dominic Fritan, Travis Sikora, Rock Riggio, Cody Bowker, Leo DeVries, Gavin Fine, Draft Night, Sean Gamble, and Jamie Arnold refractors. 2 very nice refractors there. Keep putting this Matthew Miura on the wrong pile. Double Max Williams auto box. Let's see. Jurwa. So wa, not wa. Let's see. Eli was the worst Super Bowl quarterback ever. The miracle throw is the only reason he won it. Those sound like Dodger sirens out there. All right, we have a Johnny Slawinski yet again. Cooper Pratt, Jacob Morrison, Dante Nori, Tenko, Dominic Reed, Connor Griffin prospects, J.R. Ritchie, and Adonis Guzman. And one more pack left in box number 3 before we see if we could finally get a new collation going in the next one. Sky blue paper of Dean Livingston. 313 of 499, Briggs McKenzie, Josh Kuroda-Grauer, AJ Russell, James Tibbs, Jake Monroe, Theo Gielan, Dean Livingston again, Andrew Salas Axis, Luke LaCourse, and Christian Fouch refractors to finish off box number 3, which was number 4, which was the one that was chosen by Gavin. And finally, we're going to Hollywood's box. Box number 6, a.k.a. the 4th box and final box of the break. Tough night for 9 so far. Seth Hernandez is definitely nice. The rest, well, the Bremner's a nice hit. Bremner SP. Ike Irish auto, not bad, but yeah, we need some more things to join that Seth Hernandez up there out of the last box. You think that's a $500 auto? I think that I feel like that's got to be worth more than $500. Number to 5 for one of the top. What was he? 5th pick of the draft? 6th overall. Vulcan says that Hernandez is over 10K. I'm going to go somewhere between the two numbers. Big Ben had the worst QB rating as a Super Bowl winner. All right, guys. Oh, actually, let me shift over some cards to make room for this last box before we get it started. Let's get you guys who haven't had much some hits. Let's get some variety in this last box. And let's get some more color autos. Our next break is going to be tomorrow night. Brian will be hosting that one, even though it says it's a hot ice break. Assuming his internet comes back overnight. And that will be a half case of supers. Brian's had some pretty nice boxes so far. So hopefully that continues tomorrow night with 15 autos. After our 13 autos tonight with the extra coming. Oop, I already did that. With the extra coming from the snack pack. Yeah, number 3 of 5 on that bubble gum. I would think that it's probably like a $5,000 card. I'm totally guessing, though. This is a half case break with a snack pack, a spotlight, and some top tier autos. Yeah, I think this break's been pretty solid. I would like one more solid hit though. Let's get one more nice one on the board before the end of this. All right, final box of the night. Starts off the way the first box kept hitting with the Casey Cunningham. This time only paper though. And JoJo Parker gets his second chrome card. To start us off, Aiden West, Devin Taylor, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Michael Oliveto, Yosua Lugo, and Gavin Fine. So some different names than we've been hitting at least over and over again. Gavin Killen on the prize prospects, Cameron Maldonado, and there we go. You said quiet one for Xavier Nines. First pack, we get you a refractor. Little less quiet for Xavier Nines now. Cameron Maldonado getting the other refractor. JoJo Parker will get a top load onto his first chrome. Oliveto back on the board. And Gavin Fine, I want to say this is the second chrome card we've hit of the 12th overall pick for the Rangers. Gavin spoke his nines into existence, indeed. Yeah, we've been really hot on South the Scene, and of course, it's a quiet one tonight. Want to change it for you, Chris. Hey, there we go. Spoken into existence. South the Scene, right after we spoke Xavier Nines into existence. Corbin Dickerson, Jake Cook, Luis Pena, Yolfran Castillo, Caden Kent, Johnny Lavelle. Attached to that one is a Steel Hall in action, Kane Kepley, and Aiden West on refractors. A lot of sirens going off in the background tonight. Matt Williams to $4.99, sold for $40. Yeah, he's not the biggest chase in the product for sure, but see what he can do in that pretty loaded Marlins organization with how frequently they've been selling off their major league assets. All right, we have a Cody Miller, Aiden Miller, Landon Vidoric, Dakota Jordan. There's our second Titan Gray, Jacob Reimer, and Landon Harmon. Kate Anderson with the draft night, Braden Montgomery, and Devin Taylor on refractors. Make space for my arm and move some of these top loaded cards over here. Seth number to 75, sold for $4K. Best offer accepted. Jeez. Wow, that bubblegum might be a monster then. What's up, Panchdig? It's been a while since I've seen that name pop up in a chat. We have a Ryan Weidman, Esmerin Valdez, Aaron Walton. Spoken 3 into existence in the first row. Max Clark, Jesus Madej, Justin Lampkin. Who's going to do it next? Yandel Ricardo, JoJo Parker Axis, Ethan Hedges, and Enrique Bradfield Jr. refractors. That's crazy. 3 people said a player in the chat in the next pack. The guy came out. We have a couple of color cards here. Looks like maybe a sky blue reptilian or an aqua reptilian, and it is Corbin Dickerson on my favorite color match. Mariners on the Aqua, number 87 of 125. Easton Carmichael, Walker Jenkins. There's Ethan Frey. Ethan Frey's mom reached out this morning to try and get some Ethan Frey cards if I just had singles. I do not have singles. Wish I could have helped her out. So whoever has the Ethan Frey spot, if you want me to link you guys up, I'm sure she would appreciate it. Arun Escobar, Matt Barr, Cade Anderson in the base, Sean Youngerman, Griffin Hugas, a couple of Mariners hits there. Kilby back on the board with another refractor, and Caleb Wing. Sadahara next. Vulcan trying to make his guy show up. Hugas on the sky blue chrome. Cade Anderson on the base. Minute and 1 second left in this beatdown of the 49ers. And let's see actually, you know what? Let's save all three autographs till the end. 1, 2, and 3. These have been the auto packs. So let's save that until the very end. Have some fun at the very end here. Random upside down cards in the middle of the paper stack. Oh, and I did it wrong. Huh. All right, Anthony Ianson, base auto. Our first, Miguel Cime Jr., Sebastian Walcott, Mason Peters, Yoani Morales, Ethan Hedges, Thomas White, Jack Gurvich. There's Kason Cunningham again, Cash Mayfield, and James Elwanger refractors. So I think that bottom auto might have been the one that I thought was going to have an auto, but now it looks like it's not. So let's pull that one next. See if I remember what I did correctly. We have no color in here. Good. Did it right. Brian Curley starts us off. Spencer Jones, Antonio Jimenez, Yoswar Gonzalez, Ryan Waldschmidt, Kane Kepley, Braden Montgomery. There's Mitch Voigt on the prize prospects. Nolan Schubert back on the board in a refractor, and Arun Escobar. Arun Escobar, the most recent person that I've seen come up that we knew who signed up for Finley. So if anyone wants to invest literally in Arun Escobar's career, you can do so on Finley. You should start sponsoring me. Oh, wow. I totally got the autographs wrong in this one. Gustavo Melendez. I guess it was a different order for the first time. So Gustavo Melendez base. Very thin ink on the Gustavo Melendez base auto. Mason Morris, Eduardo Tait, Kason Cunningham back on the board in a base chrome. Justin Hartshorn, Nate Sneed, Ryan Sloan, Colin Yeaman, Jesus Madej prize prospects, refractor of Thomas White and Easton Carmichael. Meb's got sirens going on too. Would be sweet if it was a 4 auto box. Wouldn't mind that at all. Well, we've already had 1 4 auto box, so we'd take 2. I don't think I did it this wrong. Let's see. Hopefully this is not the last auto. No, that's an X-Fractor. We should be safe. We have Miguel Cime Jr., another hit. We've done well for him in every break so far. Let's see. So who got saved for 26 Bowman? 26 Bowman's going to be loaded, honestly. They saved a lot. Murph Gray, Chrome, Eduardo Quintero, Trevor Cohen, Carson Benj, Ike Irish, Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby, Zaire Hope Axis, George Lombard Jr., and Ethan Frey refractors. Holiday, Laviolette. You're talking about Avia Arquette, Weibo Aloy, I keep forgetting his name, but there's a really big time international prospect who's in the Pirates organization that is going to be likely the Jesus Madej of that product. I need to look his name up for the next break so I can remember when we're talking about it. But yeah, I think that 26 26 Chrome might be as good as draft was this year. We have, all right, at least we're going to have an auto in one of the last two packs. We have a Liam Doyle sky blue paper. Nice hit for the number 5 overall pick, 405 of 499. JT Quinn, Walker Yannick, JD Thompson, Alfredo Duno, George Lombard Jr., Nolan Schubart. All of a sudden, we can't stop hitting him now. Cash Mayfield, Jesus Madej Axis, Gustavo Melendez, and Felnine Celestin refractors. Jason Laviolette was arguably the best power hitter in the draft. Okay, so that's what 5 really solid hitters then. Holiday, Laviolette, Arquette, Aloy, and the Pirates kid. Nice, Liam Doyle there. And let's see, which pack is it going to be in? And can we get one more color auto on the board? Oh, we got orange. And it's orange paper and a blue chrome behind that. So let's hope for 2 nice hits here. Our first orange of the break is a first rounder, Riley Quick. Nice hit there. Number 5 of 25 for the first round pick for the Twins. And behind that, our last autograph is going to be a true blue. And it is Cade Obermuller. Not the biggest chase ever. Number 95 of 150 there for the Phillies. Second rounder, 63rd overall. Not bad. James Ellwanger, Chrome, Felnine Celestin. So not bad for our last auto pack. Gavin Killen finally on the board with Sean Episcope behind him. Cade Obermuller, Cade Condon, Mason Neville, Kason Cunningham coming back with more inserts, Ryan Waldschmidt, and JoJo Parker on the refractor. I think that's my first JoJo Parker refractor. There's a Killen. We'll put that one in a top loader, and as well as the 2 other hits from this pack. So not bad on that pack. Our first orange of the break. And Cade Obermuller on the blue, true blue auto. Number 95 of 150 for Obermuller. And Riley Quick, number 5 of 25 on the orange paper. Let's see. Let's put that up there. And one more pack to go. Said Charlie Condon's name a few times. Nothing in color. And can we get anything colorful? A speckle to finish things off. And it is first rounder Marcus Phillips. First rounder for the Red Sox. Steele Hall on the board in chrome. CJ Gray, Ryan Mitchell, Caleb Bonemer, Carlos Legrane, Billy Carlson on the board in chrome. Tim Piacenton, JoJo Parker on the prize prospects. And the final cards, Walker Jenkins and Jack Gurevich refractors. All right, I am going to recap the hits from this one. Ended up being a solid break. I mean, I was going to say may not go down as our best break ever, but with the value of that Seth Hernandez, it might go down as one of our best breaks ever. Could be a top 3 hit of the year, the Seth Hernandez. Probably going to be up there with the Ben Rice radiating rookie superfractor auto. Chris, good night. Anybody signing off, thank you for joining, and we will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow night with the half case super that presumably Brian will be ripping. That'll still be on Hot Ice Breaks channel. And let's recap the hits from tonight, starting with the base chromes. Billy Carlson, Gavin Killen, Dax Kilby. He's out. Kilby, Kate Anderson, Gavin Fine, JoJo Parker, Liam Doyle, Seth Hernandez, Xavier Nyans. There's our second Parker, second Carlson, Bremner, second Doyle, second Fine, second Kate Anderson, second Bremner, third Doyle, and one Eli Willits. So 2 Carlsons, 1 Kilby, 1 Willits, 1 Gavin Killen, 2 Gavin Fines, 2 JoJo Parkers, 2 Kate Andersons, 3 Liam Doyles, 1 Seth Hernandez, 2 Tyler Bremners, and 1 Xavier Nyans base chrome. Continuing to our refractor hits. All right, our refractor big names. Kason Cunningham twice, 3 times. Steele Hall twice. Seth Hernandez once. Dax Kilby, I believe, twice. JoJo Parker once. Let's see, JoJo Parker, yep, once. Billy Carlson once. Jamie Arnold, Sean Gamble, and Xavier Nyans. Those are our big name refractors, our non-numbered refractors. We had AJ Russell on the speckle, JD Dix on the X-Fractor, Josh Kuroda Grauer speckle, Jefferson Rojas, and Matthew Miura X-Fractors. And then finishing out the rest of the numbered cards. Anybody? Let's see. Looks like Darren at Meb signing off. Thank you guys for joining. Gavin, same thing. Thanks for bringing us another monster hit. Chris, if you're still here, thank you for joining. Kate Obermuller getting a blue auto. Liam Doyle, sky blue paper. Miguel Cime, X-Fractor. Corbin Dickerson, color match, aqua reptilian. Griffin Hugas, sky blue chrome. Our snack packs, Dean Curley popcorn. Cameron Maldonado peanut. And Kane Kepley sunflower. Carson Benj in action green. Mason Peters sky blue paper. Matthew Fisher base auto. Cody Bowker titanium numbered to 100. Piacenton sky blue chrome. Phillips speckle. Gustavo Melendez and Anthony Ianson base autos. Dean Livingston sky blue paper. Max Williams base auto. Nolan Schubert base auto. Aiden West true green to 99. Cameron Miller or Millar blue wave auto to 150 color match there with the Royals jersey or hat. Ryan Waldschmidt purple. Cameron Maldonado sky blue. Ben Jacobs green paper. Chase Shores base auto. Cooper Fleming base auto. And Connor Essenberg base auto. Blue paper. Enrique Bradfield Jr. Non-logo fractor logo fractor of Chinseng Ko. Sky blue chrome. Carlos Legrande. Going to the back, we have the Eli Willits refractor to 250 on the draft night insert. We have the Riley Quick orange paper numbered 5 of 25. We have the Ty Harvey serial numbered 1 of 150. True blue. Max Williams refractor auto. Connor Griffin true blue numbered 47 of 150. Ike Irish base auto. Tyler Bremner on the SP I almost said Skylight Spotlight, and the by far hit of the break, Seth Hernandez, numbered 3 of 5 bubblegum auto with the 22 inscription on the auto for the 6th overall pick. The big time pitching prospect there getting the bubblegum auto. All right, everybody, thank you again for joining tonight. Hopefully we'll catch you back on the High Dice channel tomorrow night for a half case of jumbos. And have a good night, everyone.